folks, we're back. I'm Robert with Robert's Running, and we're going to build off of what we kind of worked on last time. Last time we talked about some of my basics for beginning runners. Today we're going to add a fourth one on here that I want to talk about. And you know, this is no Khan Academy, so don't be too critical, but with these as our motivation and our equipment, our plan are taken care of, all of this is usually in line for an event or a race. Our event could be, you know, that goal weight loss. We have maybe a color run that's not timed, or like now obstacle course races are huge. So that's cool. You can pretty much kind of work your own way around and get into your event and be fine. But a lot of people in our area, you know, want to get faster, or if they're working towards just running and wanting to get faster at a race, we get a lot of questions about that. And that comes kind of back here to our plan, because most people, if they're, you know, really working towards a plan in that race, they're wanting to know how to get faster. And one of the questions that we constantly kind of get into in the shop is, hey, I'm out there running a 5K every weekend and I don't seem to be getting any faster, or sometimes I'm actually running slower. Is it the weather, the course, what is it? And when we kind of delve into what they're doing and we kind of get back to this plan, most of them are just out doing the same thing every week, the same workouts, and then in a race. And so basically, you know, when you're training your body like that, use a different color here, you're kind of doing the same thing every week, you know, whether it's, you know, 3 times a week you're running, and then you're racing this 5K on the weekend. So your weeks are just kind of like going along. You know, sometimes you have a good week, your body feels good, you race well, but then sometimes you're not feeling real good, you don't race real well, you maybe have a dip down here with your 5K. And that's what your training and racing looks like. Well, what typical training and racing looks like, or kind of the base is you work this thing in phases like this, right? So let's go, you know, week one you're here and you've done a certain level, certain amount of work. Week 2 here, week 3 here, and then week 4 we're here. So in this week 1, this is called a building phase. And so in this week 1, you know, we're kind of getting out there, we're doing some things, but each week we're building, and then we're having these what we call recovery weeks. So if you're racing in this area, if you're racing here and here and here, your body's just kind of getting, your body's just doing what it knows to do, and you're not really training it to get any faster. And over here though, somebody like me or somebody who's out there trying to like make PRs, we're not racing any more than once a month, and sometimes I'll only race once, you know, every couple months. So what I kind of would like for you all to do is start the beginning of the season, because we're getting into that season, that racing season, where you're going to see a lot of races popping up. Maybe do your first race, and so you do your first race over here, and we get our time, and this is just what I call like a shape race. This is what you just want to do to just see what kind of shape you're in. And from there, from this, it's just kind of a predictor race. It kind of says, hey, I'm in this kind of shape now. So we go down the road here several weeks, several months, then we race again. And we see how this work will equivocate with some rest. And we race here, and we'll actually see this time right here is going to get faster. So we'll come back and we'll work more on plan, but I just want you to think about maybe hitting up a race early in the season. If 5K is your thing, or 10K, or whatever you're training for, whatever your big race is, let's get like a predictor race, kind of see what kind of shape we're in here early in the season. Then we'll start in the next session, we'll come out with these faster, we'll start talking about what you need to do during these builds and these recoveries, and then we'll find out how to get faster on this race day. We're also going to be working on some videos to kind of show you some of the new running shoes and things that are going on right now. But I just want everybody not to get frustrated, because if you're out there and you're running these 5Ks every weekend and you're not getting any faster, it's not you, it's your training. You can make gains, but we just need to work on the plan a little bit more. So we'll get back to you all. You all get a your predictor race in or your shape race in, and we'll go from there. We appreciate you, and run fiercely.